glad to be here to tell you a story about the SPM Sisters. Let me introduce myself. I'm Michelle Anjani Ploketi Owetomo, and I'm from SDK Mater Dei Pamulang. History of the congregation of the SPM Sisters in Indonesia. The congregation of the Sisters of the Blessed Virgin Mary was originally established in Amersfoort on July 29, 1822. The Sisters of the Blessed Virgin Mary, called Sisters of SPM, first lived according to the rule of the Sisters of the Notre Dame of Namur, which based on the spirit of Saint Ignatius, which was composed by Saint Julie Billiard with her friend. So, it's not surprising that Saint Julie Billiard is called the spiritual mother of the SPM Sisters. The presence of the SPM Sisters in Indonesia cannot be separated from the Portuguese and Spanish missionaries who arrived in the Dutch East Indies. The Carmelite priests in 1923 were entrusted with managing the mission in East Java, precisely in the Malang station. In 1924, Probolinggo became the second station. The apostolic work of the missionaries has brought the conversion of many souls, and they support the apostolic work by providing both material and financial. The missionaries raised funds, they bought land, built schools, and also churches. The area of their ministry is wide. They did not to help in their apostolic work. Peter Elias Waters Okaram, the priest of the Probolinggo city, wrote a letter of application to Peter Ciprianus Verbek Okaram, provincial of the province of the Carmel congregation in the Netherlands. So, the congregation of the Sisters of the Blessed Virgin Mary, whose mother monastery is in Amersfoort, was chosen to fulfill the request from the Probolinggo city. Okaram has a relationship as brother and sister in the SPM congregation. On March the 25th, the feast of Mary received the good news. Mother Mary Philomena, supreme leader of the congregation of the Sisters of the Blessed Virgin Mary, received the letter of application. Mother Mary Philomena thought, "The news for the benefit of the whole church that I received at the feast of the Blessed Virgin Mary, receiving the glad tidings, should not be put aside." On October the 11th, in 1926, at 5 p.m., in the front of the Catholic Church in Probolinggo, many people welcomed 7 Sisters of the Blessed Virgin Mary. They were the first leaders: Mother M. Oda, Sister M. Arnolda, Sister M. Rosario, Sister M. Bernadetta, Sister M. Agnesia, Sister M. Emiliana, and Sister M. Vincenta. They were greeted with the praise and followed by sacrament. The presence of government officials in Probolinggo be the sign that the presence of the sisters is received in Indonesia. These sisters try to adapt to the language, culture, food, different weather, mosquitoes at night, with the limited facilities available. But all of that was passed with full perseverance, enthusiasm, and hard work, as well as prayer to reach God in their mission. In 1927, they had an Irapis ledger. It is a primary school and kindergarten were opened that had around 100 students. Every effort was made to find a suitable room for the students and the sisters themselves who were their teachers. On August 15, 1927, the sisters were able to enjoy their first result of their missionary work. 3 Chinese children, students of the sisters' school, received their first communion solemnly after the day before they had received the sacrament of baptism. Who is happier, the sisters or the first communion recipients? Well, it's hard to describe. The purpose of the mission at the time was generally to maintain and defend the Catholic faith of the people, especially to expand the kingdom of God by attracting as many people as possible to become Catholics, followers of Christ. The calculation of the number of children or adults who are baptized in a school or parish each year means a lot to the sisters. From that time, with full faith, the work of the SPM Sisters is expanding, especially educational work. Besides the Probolinggo, the SPM Sisters also opened a work in Jember in 1928 and in Lawang in 1930. They have opened a novitiate in 1932 in Probolinggo to nurture girls who were willing to work in God's vineyard. They opened a work in many places in 1933 to 1988. They are Malang, Lumajang, Surabaya, Banyuwangi, Bondowoso, Mojokerto, Situbondo, Jombang, Magelang, Kepanjen Malang, Tumpang Magelang, and Promasan Sentral Java, Kota Baru Kalimantan, Banjarmasin and Pelaihari, Pamulang, and Tanjung. The spreading word of the SPM Sisters is always believed to be an event of joy. But sad things also adorn the work of the SPM Sisters, including how to fight against illness, dealing with changing government policies, entering internment camps, the existence of a peaceful world war that has an impact on missions, abandoned loved ones because got cold, the political situation is quite hot, as well as limited finance. With a spirit full of belief in divine providence, centered on the formation of children and sensitive to the signs of the times or the needs of society and the church, the work of the congregation for the SPM Sisters continues to work for the glory of God in the spirit of Saint Julie Billiard, the spiritual mother of the SPM Sisters, under the protection of the Mother of God and the Mother of the Church, the Blessed Virgin Mary. The SPM Sisters in their vows of chastity, poverty, and obedience in prayer and work are directed to a new community of life whose center is on the equality of human dignity as the image of a good, holy, and loving God. The moral of the story is, serve God with all your heart. That's all. Thank you for listening. God bless you. Bye.